What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got one for you from Arrow Video. They put out a ton of pretty high-profile horror cult international films. Um, this one's called The Ghoul. It's not really a horror movie. It's more of like a psychological thriller, but it definitely has some horror elements to it. So I think it would appeal to horror genre fans as well. It's about a guy who is a homicide detective, but he's kind of a creepy. You can tell he's got some like inner or like mental issues going on, but he seems to have like a knack for really weird cases. So there's a double murder that's like super suspicious and weird, and so he's brought in. He goes undercover because there's a link to a psychotherapist. He starts to go to the therapy meetings and start to interact with the therapist and some of the people that are in that like social circle. And basically, the deeper he goes undercover, like the more his mind starts to fracture, or at least it seems like maybe it's fracturing. The movie kind of always keeps you on the edge, and since he is undercover, like he's already got some problems like with lines and boundaries blurring. So it's just a really tense, dark movie. Like I said, it does have some horror elements, but it does not have any blood in it. There's not really even a lot of violence, really. It's just a super like mindfuck movie essentially. No sleaze either, no nudity, unfortunately. Would have loved some crazy people sex scenes, but what can you do? Essentially, like I said, it's a psychological thriller. It's very effective. It's well written. It's well performed. The guy that's in the lead is really good. It's got Alice Lowe in it in a supporting role, and she's pretty solid here as well. I didn't have any issues with the movie. I do think the slow pace is going to hurt it for some horror fans who are not used to things kind of being more deliberately paced. But I think the slow burn pays off because it doesn't rush. It lets the atmosphere build, the tension build, and honestly, that's what fuels this movie is the atmosphere and just kind of the overall like unsettling vibe that it has. The Blu-ray from Arrow, all I have is a screener disc that they sent me, so unfortunately, like I said, I can't show you the artwork, but it looks amazing. It's crystal clear. It looks perfect. It looks like it was shot on some kind of HD digital cameras, and it looks like amazing. It's like looking out of a window, basically. And then it also has audio commentaries, interviews, trailers. It's got a short film. So it's a pretty packed disc. The movie itself, I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of thrillers or like more psychological horror. But again, it's not really a horror movie. But I wouldn't dismiss it just because of that, though, if you are mainly a horror movie fan, because it does have really creepy, unsettling vibes. And in that way, I think it's definitely worth a look. The disc is definitely worth the money if you think you're interested. And again, it's from Arrow, so it's pretty much top-notch all the way around. You can get it at Amazon or anywhere else. If you go to my website, you can use my affiliate link. Anyway, if you like this review, go to my website, markfusion.com. I've got a ton of reviews up there, hundreds and hundreds of weird movie reviews, anime, TV shows, video games. And then you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, pretty much everywhere as Mark Fusion. I appreciate it. If you like this, make sure you drop me a sub, check out some of my other videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.